Good afternoon, Bobcats, friends, and families. This commencement ceremony will start in about 15 minutes, but first I have some important information to pass along to you. If you are not yet seated, we ask that you find a seat as quickly as possible. The seats in the top 3 rows of the lower bowl are reserved for guests with limited mobility, and we ask that you keep those seats available for individuals who may need them. Due to safety regulations, no one may stand in any aisle or stairway or around the perimeter walkway of the arena. And if you wish to come down to the railing to take a picture of your graduate, we ask that you return to your seat as quickly as possible. And lastly, out of respect for the ceremony, please silence all mobile phones and electronic devices and refrain from using other noise-related items that might distract from the ceremony. Again, everyone, including graduates, please take your seats as quickly as you can, and grads, if you could just move into the centers of your rows. Looks like you're doing that, but let's make sure there's enough room for everybody. Graduates and esteemed guests, I now ask that you please stand if you're able and join the Ohio University Select Vocal Ensemble once again in the long-standing tradition. It's the singing of the Ohio University alma mater.
Alma mater, Ohio, alma mater, brave and fair, alma mater, we hail thee, for we own thy kindly care. Alma mater, Ohio, when we read thy story on, we revere thee and cheer thee as we sing thy praise once more.
And now, please be seated, and the program will begin momentarily. Please stand if you are able for the Ohio University Ceremonial Mace, which is carried by the Chair of the Faculty Senate, Dr. Sarah Wyatt. The arrival of the mace marks the official opening of this Ohio University commencement ceremony.
Please be seated. Good afternoon on this beautiful sunny Athens afternoon. Madam President, my fellow members of the Board of Trustees, our deans and esteemed faculty, parents and friends, and of course the reason for whom we are all here to celebrate, the Ohio University graduating class of 2025. All right, okay. My name is Matthew Evans, the chairman of the Ohio University Board of Trustees. That's for my Buckeye wife. But more importantly than that, I am here as a proud alumnus of 1993 and father of a graduate sitting out here today. So if you see me crying up here like a little baby, you understand what the story is, because it might be pretty ugly. I'd like to personally welcome all of you to the 2025 Spring Commencement and would like to officially open today's ceremony. It is a great day to be a Bobcat. Are you ready? Oh, you! Oh, yeah! Nice. Well done. Now, will you please join me by standing, if you're able, to honor our great nation for the presentation of the colors by the Army ROTC and the singing of our national anthem by the Ohio University Select Ensemble.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to Spring Commencement Bobcats. My name is Lynn Reddington and I have the true pleasure of serving as your Vice President for Student Affairs. And I am extremely excited to mark this very special milestone with all of you. It's exciting and it's fun and it's great to see all of your friends and your families and your supporters who are here with us to celebrate you today. Thanks for being here. I also want to thank and to recognize our dedicated faculty and staff who've joined to celebrate as well and to wish you well. To help us acknowledge the significance of this occasion, we have several distinguished guests with us, and I'm going to ask them to please stand as I introduce them and then remain standing until all have been recognized. And audience, if you will please hold your applause until the end. Please join me in welcoming members of the Ohio University Board of Trustees, our academic officials, our administrative officials, representatives of our university senates, members of our esteemed faculty, and our speaker for today's commencement, Mr. John Gaynor. Thank you. I also want to recognize those who are here today who serve and protect our country. Some of you entered the armed forces as officers, an honor you earned through the completion of the Reserve Officer Training Corps program. Others of you served our nation before coming to Ohio University. And we have members of our audience who are veterans or current members of the armed forces. If you are able, will you please stand so we can recognize you and thank you for your service and your sacrifice. Now, we know that this milestone could not have been achieved without the love and support of your families and your friends who have stood by you every step of the way, including today. So graduates, let's stand and give them a big round of applause to those who have supported your arrival here today at this very important moment. That's Ohio, family, friends, and connections. And now, I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing our president, the 23rd president of Ohio University, Dr. Lori Stewart Gonzalez.
Thank you, Dr. Reddington. Graduates, let me be among the first to say congratulations. Today, you've reached an extraordinary milestone. Every exam, every late-night study session, every clinic, lab, studio, field experience, and yes, even some early morning classes walking across campus. All of those have led you to this moment. Each small win, each hard-earned breakthrough has added up to something remarkable. You've not only completed your degree, you've evolved, discovered your strengths, and stepped into your potential. I hope you're proud of your hard work, your growth, and accomplishments, because I know that I speak for everyone here when I say we certainly are. From day one, you recognized the value of learning in and through community. You knew instinctively that none of us walks this journey alone, that our best learning and deepest growth happens when we engage with others to solve real challenges. Here at Ohio, you saw firsthand how your research, creativity, service, and student leadership doesn't just stay in the lab or the classroom. They lift real people in real communities in real ways. And while you were helping others, you were also building something within yourself: purpose, resilience, and confidence. Because of our strong focus on hands-on learning and community partnerships, you now understand how experiments, rehearsals, essays, and late-night meetings become the foundation for work that truly improves lives. This is a powerful legacy to carry with you. You chose Ohio for its academic excellence and outcomes, and you chose well. Here, academic rigor goes hand in hand with deep commitment to student success. Our nationally recognized faculty bring both expertise and real-world insight into the classroom, creating dynamic learning environments that challenge and engage and inspire. As a result, our graduates leave not only with a strong foundation in their field, but also with a skills, confident, and support network to thrive, whether that's in graduate school, a professional career, or meaningful service to their community. The outcomes speak for themselves. High job placement rates, competitive graduate school acceptances, and a global alumni network making a real impact in every sector imaginable. With over 250 degree programs to choose from, you came to Ohio because you wanted to be the best in your field, not just for personal success, but to make a difference. Now, your world-class education will open doors across our great state and far beyond, empowering you to do exactly that. So let's talk about experience. I love books and classrooms. After all, I chose this profession for a reason. But I also know that some of the most transformative lessons happen far beyond the lecture hall. During your time at Ohio, you just didn't learn about the world, you engaged with it. Some of you waded through Appalachian waterways, designing ways to clean up mine runoff while creating local jobs. Others gained front row seats to global events like the Summer Olympics or the PGA Tour, mastering what it takes to manage complex events with precision. Still others stood shoulder to shoulder with healthcare teams, stepped into Fortune 500 boardrooms, or contributed to life-changing research. Wherever your experiences took you, you now graduate with more than a diploma. You graduate with real-world insight and the confidence to act on it. So community, experience, excellence. Those aren't just words at Ohio University. They are the pillars that gave your education meaning, relevance, and power. And while there are many great universities out there, there is only one Ohio. And that's why you leave here not only prepared, but uniquely prepared to lead, to serve, and to make your mark. Your time here has made this community stronger, and I hope in return it's ignited something in you, a spark of potential, now burning bright and ready to illuminate a world that needs your ideas, your empathy, and your energy. The good news is that you will not be alone. Today, you join a network of over 300,000 Ohio alumni around the world, and I can tell you they are cheering for you. They'll have your back because Bobcats help Bobcats. That's what we do. So don't be a stranger, come back for homecoming, or just a quiet walk across the bricks. Take your place in our long tradition of holding the door open for the next generation on Giving Day or on any day. Because no matter how far your path takes you, this campus, this community will always be home. So that's what it means to be forever Ohio. So go boldly wherever you are, carry a piece of us with you, and as our Alumni Gateway reminds us, grow daily in knowledge, wisdom, and love. Congratulations, graduates. You inspire us and make us proud. We cannot wait to see all that you accomplish. And now it is my great honor to introduce you to our student commencement speaker, Garrett Meek. Garrett is a proud Bobcat from Columbus, Ohio, graduating today from the College of Business with a degree in finance and strategic leadership and management, along with a certificate in sales. During his time at Ohio, Garrett has shown what it means to lead with integrity, to serve with heart, and to embrace every opportunity to grow. He served in student leadership as the president of the Interfraternity Council, as vice president of his fraternity Pi Kappa Alpha, and as an account manager in the nationally renowned Shea Sales Center. But perhaps most impressively, he was appointed by Governor Mike DeWine to serve as the student trustee on Ohio University's Board of Trustees, where he helped shape the institution that we celebrate today. His accomplishments reflect the best of the Bobcat spirit, driven, thoughtful, and committed to making a difference. He represents the kind of future we're all here to celebrate today, one filled with promise, purpose, and pride. So please join me in welcoming your student commencement speaker, Garrett Meek.
Thank you, President Gonzalez. Good afternoon, esteemed guests, faculty, proud parents, and fellow Bobcats. Today, we gather here at Ohio University. It's a place that's been our home, our classroom, and our community. As I stand here and I look around, I'm reminded of the vibrant spirit of this magical place, the beautiful campus that has witnessed our growth, and the rich traditions that have shaped our time here. I still remember that freshman move-in day, settling in to Jefferson Hall, room 455. I know all you guys out there remember your freshman year dorm. So from the first day of classes, trying to navigate where to go, the countless hours spent in Alden, to unforgettable moments alongside our best friends on Court Street, we have built memories that will last a lifetime. We have faced challenges. Everybody sitting here has faced some type of challenge. We have also celebrated many victories together, and we've grown as a big, giant Bobcat family. For the rest of our lives, we'll run into fellow Bobcats. We'll talk about stories, the places where we lived, what places we hung out, and complain about the things that have changed since we were there. And we're definitely going to talk about the things we miss most about being a college student. So, do you guys remember when we walked from Petem Stadium, across the bridge, and through Alumni Gateway as freshmen? Feeling kind of nervous, unsure, we were surrounded by so many organizations at the involvement fair, unsure of where we'd fit in. It was overwhelming, not knowing anyone, trying to navigate how to get involved. Fast forward to senior year. I found myself standing at that same involvement fair, but this time surrounded by so many familiar faces. The feeling was just so different. It was not about finding a place anymore. It was about a transformation. The relationships, the growth, and the countless experiences that have helped shape us over the years. Isn't it incredible to think about how much has changed? From that nervous freshman to someone who now knows so many friendly faces and has a true sense of belonging here at Ohio University. Looking back, can you guys see the growth that you've experienced? From freshman year, where we came in unsure where we belonged, to now, where we're leaving with a sense of confidence and a deeper understanding of who we are and what we're capable of. We've learned that success is not just about the grades on our transcripts or the accolades that we've received, but it's about the connections that we've made, the lives that we've touched, and the person that we've become through it all. Each of you has a unique story that has been shaped by the friendships you've created, the challenges you've faced, and the lessons that you've learned here. Maybe it was the moments when you faced late-night study sessions that turned into a heartfelt conversation, the times you may have doubted yourself, yet you found the strength to push forward. And maybe you're like me. You've made friendships that turned into family, just like my roommates at 105 North Congress. These experiences, both the high points and the low points, have molded you into who you are today. Today is not just an ending, but it's a beginning. As we walk across the stage, we are not only celebrating our time here at Ohio University, but also the endless opportunities that lie ahead. Graduation, it's a milestone, yeah, but it's also a launch point for the next phase of our lives. What we do next is up to us. We've been well prepared by our professors, by the university, by our friends, by our families, and by ourselves to tackle whatever challenge comes our way We are ready. So we're about to step into the world, but the lessons that we've learned here will be with us forever. We've learned the value of hard work, the importance of resilience, and the power of community. As we leave this place, we carry these lessons with us, knowing that no matter where life takes us, we will always have the Bobcat Foundation to guide us. I hope to carry these 3 lessons with you along the way as well. First, always stay a Bobcat. Our spirit is rooted in resilience, community, and pride. Carry that with you. Remember the friendships that you've made, the challenges you've overcome, and the lessons that you've learned. Let the Bobcat spirit drive you to face new challenges with confidence and to build communities wherever you find yourself. Secondly, be a lifelong learner. Our education does not end when we walk across the stage and we receive our degrees today. Embrace every opportunity to learn, whether through formal education, personal experiences, or personal pursuits. Stay curious, ask questions, and never stop expanding your horizons. Third, never underestimate your impact. Each of us has the power to make someone's life better. Use it. Whether through a kind word, a helping hand, or a bold idea, your actions can create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. Strive to make a positive difference in the lives of those around you, and remember that even the smallest gesture can have a lasting impact. So as we move forward, let's remember the incredible gift of being a Bobcat, of being part of a family that stretches across generations, one that is bound together by a common pride and a shared experience. For no matter where life takes you, you will always be a part of the Ohio Bobcat community. So let's step into this next chapter with gratitude and excitement. Our time here at Ohio University, it's just a memory now, but our stories are still being written. The friendships, the lessons, the moments, they're part of us now, wherever we go. Congratulations, class of 2025. Here's to the incredible journey ahead of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Garrett. It's now my honor to introduce today's keynote, a commencement speaker, a fellow Bobcat, and accomplished leader, John P. Gaynor. John earned his Bachelor of Science degree in 1978 and was a proud member of Beta Theta Pi. He and his wife Nancy, also an Ohio alum, now reside in Florida. One of their 3 sons is a 2-time Bobcat, and John is now the proud grandfather of 9. So John, think about legacy. Think about legacy, okay? As the former CEO and president of International Dairy Queen, John led a $4.5 billion global brand overseeing over 7,000 restaurants across DQ, Orange Julius, and Caramel Corn systems. His career spans leadership roles in food service, logistics, and consumer products, including founding Supply Solutions Incorporated. He currently serves on the board of Saya Incorporated and is deeply committed to university service, championing Dairy Queen's partnership with Children's Miracle Network, which has raised over $100 million. John served on our board of trustees and received the Medal of Merit from the Alumni Association in 2016. He's a passionate supporter also of athletics. His friend and fellow alumnus, Christopher Pratt, calls John a gold standard example of what an alumnus of Ohio University should aspire to be. And I couldn't agree more. Graduates and guests, please join me in welcoming Mr. John Gaynor.
Well, first of all, graduates, congratulations. I've got to tell you, to be back in the convo after quite a few years, it really makes me happy. And when I look out and look at all of you, nobody's going to lose today. We have nothing but winners. All right. It's really a pleasure to be here with you today, and it really is a momentous occasion in your lives. And it's my honor to really share a few thoughts that I learned on my journey that hopefully will offer you some guidance as you embark on the path that is ahead of you. Now, I hope what you hear when I share my story will prove that everything is possible with an education from a high university. That's very important. So quite a few years ago, I was sitting right where you were, 21-year-old about to receive a diploma from the oldest public university in Ohio. And as excited as I was that day, I had no idea the opportunities that were ahead of me. Now, it's likely that years from now, when you think back about your graduation, you will have no memory of who spoke at your commencement. So I'm going to make it easy for you. All you say, it was the ice cream guy. So I really would love to hear each of your Dairy Queen stories, your favorite blizzard, and I bet there's some that had their first job at their local hometown, DQ. An 85-year-old iconic brand, but time doesn't permit today. So I want to start, being a fellow Bobcat, I want you to think about all the places, the memories, the friendships that you created here during your time in Athens. Because these memories and experiences are part of the foundation that will set up the next chapter in your life. Now, my memories started at Perkins Hall on East Green. And back in the day, it was an experimental, all-freshman men's dorm. Can you imagine? But 50 years later, we still travel to Athens and renew and celebrate friendships that we made 50 years ago. Now, other memories, many that I know you share, include Court Street, Peden Stadium, Convo, Bird Arena, Alden Library. One of my favorite, sliding down Jeff Hill in the snow. The RTV building, now Schoonover, and 24 South Congress Street, home of Beta Theta Pi, where I lived for 3 years. But most important, the College Green, where I shared my first kiss with my wife of almost 47 years, Nancy. A fellow Bobcat. So it doesn't get any better than that. But I know that you have other spots around town, professors, advisors, people that made an impact on you. Now, I'll be honest, it took me years to really realize how profound of an impact that OU made in my career and my life. But when I think back on it, and we heard earlier, it gives meaning to the motto, Forever Ohio. Now, I'll tell you, OU in the 70s was a little different. It was quite a liberal college. Students were encouraged to challenge the professors, engage, and really seek their futures. Now, I know most of those qualities still exist at OU. And better yet, OU now ranks consistently as first in the state for the best value. So you and your parents or others that supported you, you made a great decision to attend Ohio University. But today, I want to share 3 principles that guided my journey, career, and life. Explore all opportunities, act with integrity, and family as the priority. Now, the first principle, explore all opportunities, Webster's Dictionary describes it as a favorable junction or circumstances that gives you a good chance for advancement or progress. Now, my story started when my parents gave me the opportunity to attend OU, a 17-year-old first-generation out-of-state student from near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I came to OU to study communications, radio, TV, at a top-rated school. It was a life-changing experiences. My parents made a lot of sacrifices to make that happen, and it's a big part of my story. But focusing on my education was foremost, but I will tell you, it was the overall college experience at OU that set me up for success. So when I look back on my career, I've discovered there are people that take advantage of opportunities and those that don't. Now, I'm not saying every opportunity is the right opportunity for you, but rather you need to be open-minded to those new yet sometimes scary opportunities. And remember, only you can define your life by the decisions that you make. Now, opportunities will come your way, and don't let the fear of what could happen cause you to miss out on what might be a life-changing experience. I've had a lot of help in my career and life, and I will tell you, my faith has always kept me focused because I remembered, don't be afraid, just believe. Now, in my career, it didn't follow the path that I envisioned or what I told you I came to OU to study, but I can certainly tell you the skills that I learned in my major were critical to my success. So after graduation, a series of opportunities took me around the country, but never back to Ohio. Opportunities in transportation, pharmaceuticals, consumer products, and then a major pivot into food with Burger King. Now that may seem like a major shift in a career path, but it was those experiences that ultimately led me to join International Dairy Queen, owned by one of the smartest investor business people of our time, 94-year-old Warren Buffett of Berkshire Hathaway. Now, I only share my journey to show you that opportunities will present themselves, and it may take you off your intended path, but it can also open doors to an adventure that you never dreamed possible. So for me to run an international company like Dairy Queen, a brand where almost every customer has a smile and a story, and Warren Buffett is your boss, it couldn't get any better. My second principle, act with integrity. Integrity, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles that you refuse to change, as defined in the Cambridge Learner's Dictionary. I learned many important things working for Warren, and integrity and protecting the reputation of my business, Dairy Queen, was always put above profits. Fortunately, we are a very profitable business, and Warren relies on his managers to run their business in an ethical manner. Now, Warren has been quoted as saying, I look for three things in a person: intelligence, energy, and integrity. And if they don't have the last one, integrity, don't even bother with the first two. So you may be thinking, why is integrity important in both business and in life? And when you think about it, can others trust you, take you at your word, depend on you? Will you be honest, treat others fairly and with compassion? Will you be kind? Will you be humble? These are qualities that you have already learned, or hopefully will, that will define you not only in business, but as a person. Now, Warren has been famously quoted as saying, it takes 20 years to build a reputation. It takes 5 minutes to ruin it. And he encouraged every one of his managers to evaluate every action they took, not just by legal standards, but what he says, the newspaper test, probably now the internet. And it's real simple. Would you want to read in the paper or on the internet about a decision that you made that all your friends and family could see. And think about it. If you made a good decision and you don't mind the people that you love understanding what you did, then it's fine. But if it's not, don't go there. It's that simple. Now, when I first met Warren, he asked me what did I want to accomplish with the Dairy Queen brand. And my answer was pretty simple. I wanted to build out the international in Dairy Queen. And Warren offered me great advice. He told me as we expanded globally, it would be harder to protect the brand. So that advice guided us, and we instilled in all of our employees, our partners, our franchisees, the importance of protecting the Dairy Queen brand. Now, how did we do it? Quite simply, we ensured ethical business practices, and we didn't play in the gray area, as Warren described. I can tell you it certainly worked. We had the good fortune to open over 1,000 stores in China, develop stores in countries like Thailand, Saudi Arabia, Vietnam, and others. Now, my time leading DQ was life-changing. It offered me the opportunity to spend time with some of the smartest business people in the world. Not only Warren, but Bill Gates and the late Charlie Munger. And if you don't know these individuals, I urge you, take time to study their lives and publications, as you will get some of the best life and business advice you will ever find. My final principle, family as a priority. I prefer a non-traditional definition of family today because it means something different to all of us. Family means having someone to love you unconditionally, despite you and your shortcomings. It's being the best person that you can be. Family doesn't see color, race, creed, nor culture. It sees heart. That came from Marvin Lazenberg, the Associated Director of Bucks and Montgomery Youth Housing. But it went on to say, family isn't what is important, it is the most important. Now, you are probably wondering why I would include this in my 3 principles. But I believe that you all want to be defined by more than your career. Many of you will go on and have successful careers, but you all will have some version of a family life that will be equally or even more rewarding than your professional accomplishments. The reason you leave a high university with great memories and experiences is someone gave you the opportunity to attend this institution. And I'm sure there are special people in your lives, either here today with you or in spirit, that help make that possible. So today is not only about you, your hard work, your accomplishments, but it's also a special day for all those people in your life. So be sure to say thank you for the opportunity to graduate from a high university. In addition to your family relationships, develop a network of friends, small or large, who know you as a person and can offer you advice, support, and honest feedback. Having that network of people will keep you focused and grounded. It's critical. I think back, and my father gave me a very important lesson early in life, and he reminded me that you want to treat every person just as you want to be treated. And I will tell you, in business, every person's role is critical to the success of the organization. It takes a team. I'm proud to pass those qualities on to my sons and observe it in their professional lives. Now, in my case, I stepped away from Dairy Queen at what I would say an early age of 61, to explore new opportunities with my family, my church, supporting children's hospitals, and several business interests that still give me purpose. But I will tell you, my wife, 3 grown sons, one an MBA, MSA grad of OU, as Lori stated, their wives, and my 9 grandchildren, that is what I am most truly proud of. Yes, I had a great career, but I learned that opportunities to do good usually come in the form of choices that we make. Now, you all were given a great opportunity here at Ohio University, and not everyone has been given that opportunity. Now it's your turn to make your mark on the world, your community, your family, and your friends. You truly have that blank canvas to go out and paint your story, but you have a responsibility to yourself to make the most out of your time here on earth. I really look forward to hearing about all of your accomplishments in the future, and thank you, Ohio University.
Thank you, John. All right. Graduates, today you have achieved a significant personal milestone, and you should be proud of your hard work and dedication. It's finally your time to shine. It's time to confer degrees upon the class of 2025. I want to invite Executive Vice President and Provost, Dr. Don Leo, to the podium to confer the degrees upon our outstanding graduates.
Thank you, President Gonzalez. Hello, everyone. As the President just mentioned, my name is Don Leo, and I have the honor of serving as the Executive Vice President Provost of Ohio University. And before we confer the degrees, I have 2 groups of individuals that I'd like to recognize. The first is I'd like to recognize the outstanding faculty that you met earlier who have played a pivotal role in the success of our graduates. Each and every one of you, each and every one of our faculty has made an enormous impact on our students' lives, and we're truly grateful for your dedication to the success of the class of 2025. Through your hard work and commitment, you've not only imparted knowledge, but also pushed the boundaries of what is possible. Your passion for your discipline and your unwavering support has been instrumental in helping our graduates reach this momentous milestone. We're grateful for your guidance, your mentorship, and your unwavering dedication to our students. Your contributions have created a unique and innovative learning experience, one that has equipped our graduates with the skills and knowledge they need to make a difference in the world. On behalf of the University Administration, I want to express our heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you, not only for your incredible hard work, but devotion to teaching, research, and service. Your work is the very heart of the mission of Ohio University, and we could not be prouder of what you have accomplished. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize the academic excellence of some of our outstanding students. These individuals have truly distinguished themselves through their dedication, hard work, and exceptional scholarship. So, let's take a moment to congratulate those students who are graduating with honors. If you are graduating cum laude, please stand and let us celebrate you. It doesn't end there. If you are graduating magna cum laude, please stand and receive our well-deserved applause. And finally, if you are graduating summa cum laude, please stand and bask in the glory of your academic achievements. Thank you. You may all be seated. Now, in a few minutes, all of our graduates will be called up so that they may be recognized. But first, let's take a moment to hear from the deans of each college as they help us mark this momentous occasion.
Hello, graduates, family members, and friends. We are so happy to have all of you with us on this special day. I am Dr. Jackie Reese-Ulmer, and I am honored to be the Dean of the College of Business. The graduates before you today represent the future of business leadership, entrepreneurship, and so much more. They have worked so very hard, and we are so proud of their accomplishments. Audience, please join me in congratulating the graduates of the College of Business.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Patrick Fox, and I'm proud to serve as the Dean of the Fritz J. and Dolores H. Russ College of Engineering and Technology. Our graduates embody the future of innovation, problem-solving, and technological advancement. They are ready to make a lasting impact on the world through engineering and applied science, and it is an honor to celebrate them today. So audience, please join with me in congratulating our newest Bobcat engineers, technologists, and aviators who are the graduates of the Russ College of Engineering and Technology.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jody Lamb, and I am proud to serve as the Interim Dean of the Chaddock plus Morrow College of Fine Arts. Our fine arts graduates spent years honing their craft and shaping their communities through art, performance, and design. I'm confident that they will have a profound effect on their communities in the future, and it's an honor to celebrate them with you today. Audience, please join me in recognizing the graduates from the College of Fine Arts.
Good afternoon, graduates and guests. I am Dr. John McCarthy, and I am the Dean of the outstanding College of Health Sciences and Professions. Our graduates represent the future of compassionate care, public health leadership, and community well-being. Their potential is limitless, and I am so proud of them. Audience, please join me in recognizing graduates from the College of Health Sciences and Professions.
Thank you to all of our deans. Now, the moment we've been waiting for, Dr. Gonzalez, it is my great honor to present to you these students for the conferral of their degrees. Graduates, will you please rise? President Gonzalez, these students have completed all of the requirements of their degree programs. I, therefore, have the honor of presenting them to you for the conferral of their degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Ohio University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degrees that your respective studies have merited, with all the privileges and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated. You're going to come forward as the marshals dismiss your row. And please remain seated until your row is called. Let's get this show on the road.
Adam Scott Rakchawala. Kahalan Al Hanai.
Arthur Prescott Ward III.
Catherine Elizabeth Eland.
Malaya Marie Tucker.
Catherine Riley Stewart.
Margot Grace Tidgeimer.
Shelby May Reed.
Fiona Claire Spellman.
Grace Elizabeth Brady. Avery Elizabeth Vance.
Nicholas Anthony Smirko.
Mayan McMullen.
Michael Vincenzo Del Prete.
Benjamin Jahafe Moss.
Ethan D. Westerhoff.
Michael Scott Sloan.
Shamir Lynn Garner.
Elena Marie Grubb. Shay O'Flaherty.
Katella Gakey. Elizabeth Jean Dixon.
Madeline Elizabeth Combs.
Casey Aaron Napsger.
Kella Wallace Rice.
Lydia Ann McCunis.
Mazin Aljalhwe.
Aljolanda Alshiani.
Kwasai Awad Matur El Ahaye.
Brennan Michael French.
Tyler Daniel Stetz.
Andrew Craig Mullet.
Emily Joy Brown.
Amelia Lauren Lewis.
Ella Rose Hutchinson.
Lauren Nicole O'Dear.
Sophie K. Remlinger.
Amelia Lynn Swenke. Dawson Patrick Lair.
Caden Thomas France.
Isaac Brooks McKellar.
Grant Mormon.
Michael Stephen Kinsey.
Jacob Quinn Hosley.
Wyatt Andon Saunders.
Blaze A. Ignagni.
Ibrahim Yusuf Al Malini.
Austin Featheroff.
Alexandra Jean Searcy.
Ryan W. Dick.
Joseph Ryan Dietrich.
Austin Dallas Weekly.
Drew Christian Penwell.
Jenna Ruth Daniel.
Angela Marie Caccaro.
Fiona Marie Slaymaker. Grace Louise Kaiser.
Julie Reagan Brown.
Tanner William Smith.
Anastasia Natalia Petrov.
Amara Rose Long.
Ariana Lillian Spivey.
Cynthia Denise Hooper.
Abigail Marion Cates.
Megan Lee Fox.
Austin J. Bennett.
Malika Shimire Haytundi.
Taylor Danae York.
Lydia Rose Pack.
Kaylee Geiger.
Luke David Ewald.
Zachary Matthew Bradshaw.
Delaney Dixon Fullerton.
Caroline June Fish.
Adriana Paulette Landers.
Valerie Bodrev.
Jackson Nicholas Crook.
Alamomi Kumbasa.
Samuel John DeJoseph.
Michael William Nixon.
George Thomas Harley Childers.
Megan Elizabeth Stafford.
Ariana Marie Morano.
Madeline Marie Williams.
Griffin Anthony Vinus.
Bryson Michael Keys.
Brian Dale Hartman.
Mila Renee Urban.
Garrett Russell Pierce.
William Ronald Bullock.
Mariana Kang Bias.
Miranda R. Sampson.
Jack Matthew Starkey.
Cody Robert Dorman.
Tegan R. Winkleman.
Michael Lauren York.
Giuseppe Matteo Di Teodoro.
India Monique Ferguson.
Dylan Paul Charbonneau.
Nicholas Scott Davis.
Eli Quinn Crabtree.
Kaylee Ann Harris.
Jana Grace Kincaid.
Chase David Ford.
Anthony James Neeson.
Anna Laura Lorkey.
Paige Collette McGinnis.
Caden Robert Wanderslaben.
Benjamin Allen Caulfield.
Reed Alexander Collins.
Seth Mark Gerwitz.
Timothy J. Smith.
Eric O. Stufflebeam.
Madeline Grace Gilo.
Livia Justine Harden.
Ethan Shane Rosenberger.
Emily Single.
Ayana Lewis.
Benjamin Thomas Driscoll.
Nicholas Raymond Casper.
Gregory Stephen Saul.
Madison Jean Abaco.
Jack Elmore.
Dalton Blake Kahn.
Tyler Joseph Webben.
Aiden Charles McManara.
Scott Thomas Phelan.
Camden Alexander Cushing.
Alistair J. White.
Ryan Paul Simmons.
Nicholas G. Giovanni Hearn.
Griffin Matthew Kelly.
Alexander Michael Brown.
Logan Alexander Singel.
Zachary Patrick Fitzgerald.
Joshua Philip Scheckler.
Michael Christopher Teal. Ryan Michael Junko.
Jacob Geisler.
Sadie Joe Brandy.
Alexander Peter Contis.
Kobe Eli Markovitz.
Tanner James Bloss.
Camden Jonathan Ostott.
Benjamin Charles Elgin.
Ethan Gaylord.
Carter J. Jasowski.
Anna Michelle Crum.
Kinsia Christina Royal Bush.
Savannah K. Robinson.
Connor Landon Trow.
Nicholas Tyler Ewell.
Owen Matthew Gibson.
Elizabeth Shea Evans.
Randy Jean Cutlip.
McCrae Francis Clow.
Cooper David Halverson.
Sophia Nicole Yoder. Brooke Elizabeth Shook.
Kylie Nicole Kiger.
Ella Victoria Falsone.
Luke Jason Ganim.
Kyle Patrick Kidd.
Nicholas Garcia.
John Thomas Lloyd.
Carson Andonison.
Griffin Clark Ziegler.
Max Michael Montesano.
Caitlin Gale Williams.
Maggie Lynn Fraley.
Caleb Douglas Demeline.
Jansen Nicholas Kraft.
Daniel Purdy.
Macy Spokane.
Jenna Pamela Hodke.
Avery Jane Trax.
Madeline Grace Smith.
Catherine Mary Donnelly.
Adria Simone Voisey.
Casey Summer Den Brabber.
Ava Ray Kress.
Celia Joan Matler.
Kylie Grace Van Fossen. Elizabeth Kate Mollett.
Anthony William Mazzone III.
Sharon Lena Esmer.
Christine Nix Duro Garcia.
Caitlin Ann Becker.
Katie Ann DeMoss.
Katie Allison Mossholder.
Morgan Elaine Wolf.
Avery Wend.
Nilufer Valdi Sultan Yaruz.
Paige Teresa McNaughton.
Ella Nicole Sparks.
Roshan Pranay Choksey.
Kylie Grace Ehlers.
Ethan Hawkeye Meyer.
Catherine Flynn Dowds.
Wisdom Channing Brees.
Michaela Amani Moore.
Alexis Simone Fuquay.
Naja Kiera Carson.
Jaya McKenney.
Brittany Nanda.
Juliana Kaylin Harder.
Kenyatta Jones.
Brooke Olivia Boyner.
Kendall Catherine Hayes.
Peggy Yaboa Yamoa.
Imani Andia Anthony.
Kaylee Danielle Young.
Victoria Antoinette Arlene Hopkins.
Victoria Iko Kovati.
Madeline L. Parks.
Carmen Mackenzie Brown.
Jordan Lee Sink.
Analia Alejandro Hernandez.
Kamari Dotson Poindexter.
Adeline Marie Rao Collins.
Ava Christine Paget.
Leah K. Moore.
Jacob Allen Bumgard.
Devin Levis Carpenter.
Carter Everett Lynn.
Bianca Tomaselli.
Julia Marie Barnhart.
Carly Morgan Feckley.
Barbara Lovett Crawford.
Bailey Thomas Jeffries.
Christopher Scott Matheny.
Tavion Cortez Shorter.
Blake Adam Jenkins.
Luke Christopher Stokes.
Nicholas Robert Waschel.
Aaron David Borak.
Samuel Sebastian Ross.
Jack Ryan Plenert.
Carter Clark Shear.
John Irwin Cotton Casto II.
Brendan Joseph Polenchar.
Mia Elise Dangle.
Brianda Magdalena Jilek.
Haley Ann Carpico.
Margaret Ann McHugh. Madeline Catherine Cramp.
Isabella Nicole Rogers.
Mary Bridget Mangan. Olivia Grace Havens.
Georgiana Brennan Wheeler.
Landon Reese Elliott.
Zachary Edwin Winkleman.
Leela Rose Watson.
Joseph Anthony Negretti.
Alexandria Lee Thompson.
Delaney Grace Daffler.
Ella Geisinger.
Seidel Amelita Sandoval.
Mara Elizabeth Murphy.
JC Nicoy Jeffrey.
Seth Alexander Williams.
Adam Gregory Davis.
Logan James Almeyer.
Eden Kartofilis.
Samantha Alexandra Ambrose.
Elizabeth Kate Woolley.
Isabella Rose Brasley.
Mitchell John Reardon.
Michael Brendan Hopkins.
Isabel Grace Crawford.
Grace Masters.
Olivia K. Barber.
Maverick Kane Minor.
Ella Grace McMullen.
Sarah Dawn Brooker.
Emily K. Jameson. Wesley Ryan Wilkinson.
Brooklyn Patricia Frank.
Jaden Brady Schaff.
Peyton David Ramsey.
Leah Elizabeth Wizard.
Bethany Marie Wise.
Jessica Lynn Shimp.
Anna Morgan Stenger.
Savannah Fitzpatrick Ryan.
Morgan Jane Eisman.
Ethan Ray Wilson.
Luke David Choban.
Colin Austin Smith.
Nicholas Jacob Ignangi.
Dominic C. Fazzoni.
Sean Thomas Epler.
Zachary Stephen Dunstan.
Jack Ryan Kelly.
Isaac Joseph Weber.
Victoria Isabel Skock.
Grace Lily Breslow.
Keiko Kapulmo, MD, Huli Hoey Andu.
Caitlin Smart.
Kevin Jesse Garvin Roberts Jr.
Cordell Elton Burris. Charles William Peck.
Zoe Morai Zoller.
Grace Ann Larger.
Benjamin Scott Griffith.
Campbell Lee Hogue.
Nana Akusa Koti.
Leo Aramis Garcia Lechi.
Vishnu Vardhan Reddy Palanki.
Elisazar Sange Ruiz.
Lauren Nicole Kent.
Courtney Marie Hans.
Dylan Scott Campbell.
Henry Stewart Walker. Anaya Naomi Kelly.
Dalton L. Hedges.
Tyler William Grogg.
Seth Thomas Broadbent.
Guan Shujin Yang.
Hike Collection.
Hallie N. Maury.
Tyler Kennedy.
Xander Nicholas Karagosian.
Roman Michael Parodi.
Kristen N. Taylor.
Julia Keith.
Molly Ann O'Brien.
Sarah Elizabeth Cooper.
Rylan Renee Ashley.
Alyssa Ann Taylor.
Casey Marie Zempernick.
Tiara M. Stevenson.
Golsa Roger.
Hallie Elizabeth Balgam. Caden Lucas Godley.
Lily Reeve.
Anthony Benton.
Louis Edward Knight Jr. Desmond Owusu. Jacob Tyler Elverly.
Adam Matthew Weldon II.
Zach Charles Flowers.
Rebecca Lynn Mislewick.
Kaylee Renee Wilham.
Ethan James Mitchell.
Henry J. Mescal.
Julia B.
Nathan M. Claypool.
Anthony Thomas Phillips.
Annika Faye Benton.
Zoe Lynn Matthews.
Nina Marie Holzoffel.
Sarah Marie Jurock.
Riley Joy Hayes.
Morgan Michelle Smith.
Laurel Heron.
Declan Charles Smith.
Gavin Michael Miller.
James Dylan Lawrence.
Nicholas Anthony Serbo.
Tyler Reese Folk.
Elliot Daniel Merton.
Jordan Sophia Ruffner.
Quinn Lydia Downing.
Dana Lee Zeza.
Allison Janine Lusk. Catherine Mackenzie Kellogg.
Celia Marie Rodriguez.
Grace Payne.
Mariana Rose Rocco.
Olivia Noel Snyder.
Elijah Parker Klimko.
Anthony Vincent Naso.
Matthew Bradley Moreau.
Livy Reed Wells.
Nicole Marie Reese.
Anya Suro.
Tristan Parker Matson.
Mason Robert Benefield.
Christopher Alexander Meary.
Jonathan Anthony Fraley.
Benjamin Andrew Neiswanger.
Hisham Aziz.
Timothy Odell Jones Jr.
Noah Thomas Lambert. Jacob Silverstein.
Pierce Quixote Olson.
Zay Ruan.
Marcus Allen Cook.
Alexander Nicholas Lavin.
Cole Braden Rainsberger.
Henry Edward North.
Samuel Richard Dervinkar.
Samuel Austin Mills.
James Joseph Shrine III.
Vincent Gerard Demora Jr.
Lauren Elizabeth Kretschmann.
Lauren Marie Miller.
Haley Madison Geisinger.
Emma Ann Lar.
Kristen Nicole Caldwell.
Rachel Cyril Hasseltine.
Darby Jane Henderson.
Hannah Noel Durst.
Lainey Jordan Haupt.
Kaylee Marie Bishop.
Ansley Grace Thomas.
Michaela Ingraham.
Olivia Elise Ramsey.
Sean Patrick McNally. James Delfree. Alec McJubian.
Sullivan Michael Woods.
Jason Patrick Eldridge.
Sai Inukonda.
Braden Charles William Rogers.
Isaiah Kenneth Hayes.
William Reese Weatherton.
Jacob Nicholas Willis.
Noah Sean Fox.
Caden Matthew Papadopoulos.
Kara Beth Nemeth. Vishal Shinde.
Parwinger Singh.
Joshua Cameron Myers.
Joseph Michael Whitehead.
Melanie Noel Fair.
Emma Victoria Farina.
Maggie Casey Finnegan.
Kara Ann Budd.
Kaylee Marie Baker.
Lindsay Elizabeth Despoy.
Lauren Page Klempa.
Claire Elizabeth Medic.
Kayla Marie O'Brien.
Thomas Oliver Redmond.
Reba Suresh Chetty.
Ilias Back-to-Back.
Brendan Charles DeMonk.
David Joseph Fabronik III.
Andrew Jacob Ackerson.
George Thomas Berzonsky.
Daniel James Harris.
Michael Joseph Schieser.
Jacob Walter Whitehead.
Jordan Tyler Hammond. Allison Jane Barsakowski.
Emily Rose Twomey.
Courtney Nicole Esker.
Hannah Lynn Hoffman.
Catherine Page Handel.
Lexon Chinell Hawks.
Mackenzie Lee Hale.
Taylor Lynn Rothwell Holznecht.
Paris Stancharia.
Abigail Leyland Hudson.
Katie Ann Connor.
Lauren Elizabeth Joseph.
Aaron Michael Fox.
Jack Schuster.
Luke Alexander Warner.
Nicholas James Barr.
Joseph Matthew Keller.
Benjamin Estes.
Allison Ann Renee Temple.
Sierra Leanne Rosinski.
Jacob Michael Longnecker.
Bernard Fawamba.
Abigail Jane Narduli.
Sarah Pito.
Maxwell Lincoln Carlensing.
Colin Eric Felton.
Spencer Shones.
Madeline Rose Coates.
Quentin Tostavin.
Noah Desmartets.
Eleanor M. Rauschenberg.
Izzy J. Bond.
Ian Michael Fitzgerald.
Casey Nicole Scott.
Jack Andrew Rice.
Keegan Goki.
Jillian Goki.
Sophia Daniela Listati.
Justin Philip Colado.
Lauren Elizabeth Sigolski.
Molly Jennifer Blind.
Olivia Gabrielle Erdman.
Bryant Winston Roki.
Taylor Sanzo.
Colton Curtis Caldwell.
Lisa Maureen Irvin.
Sophie Catherine Pilarski.
Lillian H. Crow.
Joss Marsek.
Drew Evan Benata. Jacob Michael Ethan Bailey.
Brock Alson Evans.
Colin Jordan Harrell.
Bodie Matthew Hammock.
Garrett Michael Meddock. Spencer Warren Johnson.
Irene Akiyamas Owasu.
Aaron Thomas Dome.
Tyler Joseph Stinnett.
Colton Matthew Doyle.
Brennan Joel Cook.
Letitia Amiri McCauley.
Marissa Lindsay Fry.
Emma Rose Gulbin.
Katie Michelle Strazelka.
Olivia Ann McAfee.
Carolyn Ann Hughes.
Abigail Mackenzie Johnson.
Kaylee Ann Wilcox.
Jean Danielle Koba.
Jenna Lee Desi.
Jesselyn Phoebe Morden.
Savannah Marie Wilson.
Hayden L. Myers.
Owen Quinn Rourke.
Tanner David McCune.
Alexander James Taylor.
Zachary Ryan Taylor.
Blake Stephen Shire.
Gavin Thomas Morgan. Abby Gail Vongsey.
Thomas Joseph Music Jr.
Joshua Nehemiah Moffitt.
Lucas Robert Huffman.
Christopher W. Henson.
Haiti Casey.
Matthew Robert Branzel.
Gage Taylor Mellon.
Haley Ann Wilson.
Joshua Dean Boylan.
Mason Jacob Upperman.
Nathaniel Robert Oler.
Zachary Thomas Evans.
Charlie Frank Vincent.
Alec James Redwanke.
Alexander Joseph Lill.
Nathan Garrick Slattery.
Aiden James Sweeney.
Joshua Thomas Toffee.
Phoenix Curry Garcia.
Khalil LaJuan Quinton Scott.
Brianna Michaela Jones.
Jordan Nicole Lightning. Shayla Michelle Lofton. Kendrick Cadman Frempong.
Jennings Cordell.
John Chidozie Okili.
Nolan Quincy Burns.
Connor John Ham.
Elizabeth Grace Kleinert.
Kathleen Francis Lavelle.
Davon Jaden Jones.
Raymond Ray Parker.
Jira Amir Burton.
David Jeremiah Patterson.
Joshua T. Smith.
Jordan Ashley Anderson. Delasia Anaya Perkins.
Mackenzie Grace Stringer.
Cameron Robert Cook. Andrew Kojo Wusu. Asahoni Agbeba.
Dane Lamar Middlebrook II.
Kiera Imani Morrow.
Jasmine Jayan Glass.
Zava Noel Moraine.
Brooke Davis Leonard.
Alexandria Nicole Hartson.
Anita Lucille Bruno.
Kayla Brooke Rothschild.
Cade Allen Rosenwald.
Colin Matthew Neighbor.
Andrew R. Morrison.
Dylan Michael Bertelson.
Matthew David Alloway.
Christine Blay.
Jalen Tyree.
Elena Jeanette Titley.
Caroline Lynn Guerin.
Abigail Elise Darnell. Haley Nicole Dyson. Morgan Page Smith.
Ahmad Mohammed Khalil.
Benjamin Emery.
Logan Michael Tays.
Connor Ross.
Owen Vucetic.
Karen Marias Chavez.
Kristen Nicole Bowman.
Samantha Gillian Margulies.
Patricia Lauren Rios.
Gracie Francis Guerin.
Alexis Catherine Moore.
Ciara Louise Arnold.
Samantha Josephine Thurman.
Tiana Nicole Teach Silvero.
Taylor Grace Fisher.
Anna Lynn Hinkle.
Lindsay Brian Oberg.
Paige McKinnon Beam.
Jessica Adela Lipscomb.
Lizette Isabella Bergenstein.
Emily Rose Kellogg.
Sydney Marie Burden.
Leah Marie Solberg.
Teresa Marie Whitaker.
Holly B. Mail.
Devin Charles Wilson.
Noah Ray Hopkins.
Caden Kevin Krapinski.
Luke Frederick Hopkins. John Patrick Lee III.
Carol Ann Marie Foisey.
Grace Emily Lapolo.
Sophia Caitlin Birch.
Macy Helena Roberto.
Megan Elizabeth Wilkinson.
Christy Nicole Wilkinson.
Caden Lee Berga.
Nicholas Paul Rose.
Sarah Nicole Gladwell.
Anna Rose Rich Creek.
Virginia Maria Dickens.
Jackson Wade Plummer.
Delaney Lynn Arledge.
Megan Roman Bauer.
Kylie Eileen Simmons.
Elizabeth Michelle Andes.
Sarah Elizabeth Dykesen.
Elizabeth Jean Amstutz.
Reed Randall Hickerson.
Elliot Ryan Wortley.
Nicholas Bryce Skleener.
Olivia Marie Speck.
Natalie Marie Netcher.
Emma Grace Koenig.
Caroline Grace Catuli.
Ella Marie Pegger.
Sarah M. Wagner.
Wyatt Ethan Schmid.
Lauren Morgan.
Sydney Elizabeth Wenger.
Rachel Lorraine Zalanis.
Alexis Agnes Zupansky.
Megan Elizabeth Scarpino.
Dylan Thomas Reed.
Julianne Elizabeth Roth.
Megan Renee Shelley.
Brianna Elizabeth Lilly.
Sydney Elizabeth Wolf.
Morgan Marie Beatty.
Lillian Grace Sager.
Brooke Olivia Costello.
Olivia Ellen Demery.
Tyler Gregory Rowell.
Nathan Gabriel Scrabis.
Lena Gail Collins.
Ava Marie Enderly.
Megan Marie Fink.
Jessica Jean Romano.
Claire Christine Wellbaum.
Nathan Lindley Glay.
Colin Yosef Struer. Isaac Jeffrey Moe.
Rishi Preskmar Patel.
Sadie K. Ruddick.
Allison Ann Robertson.
Grace Lynn Hegemeyer.
Alexis Peyton Wires.
Catherine Lee Johnston.
Weston Shane Ray.
Levi James Wright.
Anthony Salvatore Imbrugga Jr.
Evan William Anderson Lummer.
Justin Lee Traylor.
Eric Ryan Carr.
Hunter Eric Schaefer.
Evan Michael Robinson.
Mark Andrew Sanchez Jr.
Maya Ann Slavin.
Abigail Jane Holly.
Mia Marie Pishotti.
Dylan Alexa Tumlin.
Connor James Martini.
Evan Mitchell Kindly.
Lillian Judith Stevens.
Connor Eric Blank.
Emerson Todd Sievert. Robert Harold Batchlet.
Quentin Michael Doak.
Luke Samuel Garrett.
Stephanie Elizabeth Tickle.
Antoinette Suzanne Stein.
Ella Grace Nicholson.
Keaton Jessica Sperling.
Savannah Lynn Jones.
Melanie Shea Horn.
Noah Patrick Smith.
Ryder Orrin Cardis.
Evan Matthew Dozer.
Carter Ray Stratton.
Trey Thomas Schaller.
Tice Matthew Church.
Alexander Middleton Hawkins.
Caleb Wyatt Zink Myers.
Jana Elaine Johnson.
Jordan Marie Cozy.
Lena Grace Stinson.
Taylor Chase Wilson.
Grace Elizabeth Quinn.
Emma Grace Clark.
Andrew Hubert Russell Long.
Aiden John Cable.
Nia Monique Boyd.
Olivia Dawn Radecki.
William Campbell Chichira.
Stephanie Pearl Rogers.
Whitney Jean Hamlin.
Gabriella Brooke Feliciano.
Willow Featheringham.
Dominic Michael Justino. Matthew Thomas Stuber.
Eugene Oteg Ofusu.
Justin Garn.
Nicholas Ignatius Kaiser.
Zachary Joseph Schober.
Eric Kenton Eichenhorst.
Conrad Alexander Haas.
Dalton Jace Casto.
Colton Michael Schindler. Zachary Ruben Romanik.
Zachary W. Lewis.
JC Taylor Verma.
Sarah Nanette Vince.
Sutton Delaney Case.
Kirsten Taylor Stepp.
Mia Elizabeth Hashik.
Caroline Ava Brown.
Molly Marie Mulcahy.
Olivia Grace Marmon.
Kayla Lynn Slaughterbeck.
Jelani James Smith.
Cohen Lee Travis.
Tyler Griffin Peoples.
Huang Wei Win.
Jonathan William Nagel.
Avery Jacob Hooks.
Tyler Reed Trumbull.
Dane Hogue.
Griffin William Shaver.
Garrett Thomas Meek.
Madison Blake Clark.
Melissa Audrey Lucas.
Jackson Daniel Hayes.
Hunter Logan Smith.
Alexander Earl Sims.
Alexander Maximus Gartman.
Max Wayne Combs II.
Elise Marie Bradbury.
Caleb Keichel.
Thomas Carl Miller.
Catherine Hope Stroop.
Casey Hope Reardon.
Mary Constance Bjorkston.
Lauren Elise Castro.
Sarah Kennedy Paradis.
Kelly Joy Stevens.
Peyton Ross.
Mackenzie Joe Elizabeth Boggs.
Hannah Ashley Petro.
Carly Beck Johnson.
Olivia Jane Young.
Sophia Ann Iosu.
Julia Elaine Rockwell.
Shannon Michelle Sarzosa.
Jordan Kennedy John.
Delaney Grace Evans.
Paige Madison Kelly.
Sydney Nicole Freeman.
Kira Jade Grant.
Adelina Marie Smith.
Belle Rice.
Heaven Lee.
Sydney Marie Fowler.
Jordan Siobhan Hawkins.
Mason Ella Chapnick.
Kayla Marie Thinker. Megan Elizabeth Campbell.
Riley Elizabeth Fleck.
Anna Jane Iser.
Caitlin Marie Perito.
Tess Margaret Murphy.
Cheyenne Marie Just.
Tara Marie Beaton.
Anna Grace Gabrowski.
Meredith Elaine Webster.
Sophia R. Whalen.
Madison Marie Hayes.
Mara Elizabeth Gerding.
Ava Katrin Hinkle.
Maya Alexis Broadwater.
Ellen Elizabeth Lloyd.
Kerrigan Elizabeth Carr.
Addison McKenna Edging.
Courtney Irwin Naomi.
Anthony David Pinkerton.
Alexis Nicole Justice.
Savannah Kate Smith.
Taylor Ashley Otis.
Amelia Rose Weaver Studniars.
Savannah Marie Banks.
Brooke Elizabeth Kosakowski.
Emily Rose Steinmetz.
Montana Sky Buck.
Irvin Leroy White IV.
Dominic Michael Vakos.
Kyle Ulysses Coffey.
Austin J. Gibson. Isabella K. DeRose. Chloe Margaret Sampson.
Mattis Natalia Brown.
Sophia Grace DeKirchie.
Blake Michael Gretchen.
Haley Elizabeth Galbraith.
Madeline Michelle Sims.
Brenna Sophia Oliver.
Abigail Marie Ogleby.
Grace Ann Minto.
Dante Christopher Ellison.
Nathan Robert Lindsay.
Jacob Michael Watson.
Willow Rose Snyder.
Aaron Don Skurlock.
Lucas Caleb Parlett.
Isaac William York.
Elliot David Marks.
Cameron Grace Miller.
Ramshah Shoeb.
Kyra Joe Wakulchik.
Chloe Noel Bidwell.
Catherine Carol Perez Strohmeyer.
Joshua Daniel Irwin.
Quinn Avery Hanna.
Mia Lynn Trailis.
Emily Elizabeth Huber.
Isra Abdul Ghafoor Al-Balushi. Alakin Nassar Saeed Al-Dagashi. Nicholas Paul Cunningham. Angela R. Roush.
Anna Elizabeth Rayburn. Catherine Annabelle Tuttle. Abby Hancock. Sabrina Marie Day. Ellie Grace Sabatino.
Kylie Amanda Caldwell.
Jonathan Palmer Freeze.
Daniel Thomas Jablanca.
Lucas Wood.
Cole Cameron Watson.
Emmanuel John Seabolt.
Michaela D. McAllister.
Haley Nicole Hunter.
Sophia Morgan Cooper.
Gabrielle Elizabeth McKee.
Christina Alexis Reyna.
Aaliyah Walker.
Kayla Taylor Fridley.
Grace Elise Nolan.
Molly Lynn O'Toole.
Michelle Therese Tarbolts.
Madeline Grace McWilliam.
Mason Dubois.
Bryce Hunter Sizemore.
Daniel D. Bernardino.
Ian James Michael Donahoe.
Matthew James Berger.
Christopher Thomas Payon.
Matthew Joyner Nichols.
Logan James Emery.
Alex Robert Crone.
Carissa Arlene Rosebrook.
Omahawa Kamara.
Claire Olivia Bradbury.
Caitlin Dakota Hall.
Connor Drake Holk.
Jake Matthew Reese.
Jack Edward Tomlinson.
Aiden Charles Kovacs.
Trevor Joseph Bowie.
Travis James Bowie.
John Wellington Sands.
Daniel T. Rosser.
Hiep Myo.
William J. Kimmich.
Carissa Joyce Krzyzewski.
Caitlin Grace Straff.
Mia Elizabeth DeSimone.
Michael Paul Pugh.
Kyle Nathaniel Wilson.
Matthew Wilder Thackeray. James Aiden Smith.
Juliana Marie Ratrobsky.
Emma Jade Nick.
Kylie Marie Gallagher.
Sarah Elizabeth Gatsios.
Gianna Danielle Masony.
Mia Rose Reaney.
Morgan Elise Deal.
Mandy Elizabeth Lambert.
Amanda Ray Dean.
Sarah Evelyn Palazzo.
Nicholas Christopher Palumbo.
Evan Cohen Schneider. Maxwell Medford Bishop.
Samuel J. Keller.
Dawson James Koch.
Nolan Patrick McCormick.
Jennifer Elizabeth Mauti Galdamez.
Sarah Elise Karras.
Morgan Louise Welch.
Macy May Pritchard.
Alana Shelby Trace.
Isabel Caroline Glukert.
Bryce Matthew Woods.
Liam Shea Powers.
Aiden James Moss.
Zachary Zay. Mitchell Rose.
Connor Christopher Littler.
Drew Thomas Yeo.
Caleb Harris.
Caden Matthew Hiley. Luke Ryan Gogolin.
Ashlyn Rose Esfanco.
Jonathan Utah Riley.
Madison Nicole Brown.
Emily Grace Weibel.
Jonathan Andrew Moore.
Richard James Hall.
Colby Evelyn Rigo.
William Lindley Coley IV.
Samuel Richard Ives.
Morgan Ann Haas.
Rachel M. Dillman.
Annie Francis Martin.
Peyton Elizabeth Hartley.
Gabrielle Morgan Dozer.
Kinsey Marie Jonke.
Lauren Marie Hayes.
Bridget Rose Conlon.
Mallory Deborah Cannon.
Sydney Lauren Cunningham.
Caitlin Elizabeth Geiger.
Alexa Rachel Stoke.
Sydney Michelle Lent.
Ryan Eleanor Kennedy.
Finnegan Cook O'Brien.
Ian Garner Walsh.
William Albert Trail.
Megan Claire Spurlock.
Sophia Loretta Roditis.
Jillian Rose Wallace.
Kate Lauren Habert.
Skylar Alexis Schiffstein.
Haley Beth Martin.
Catherine Rebecca McKeever.
Kaylee Gail Anderson.
Jane Louise Bird.
Caitlin Brienne Schmidt.
Caleb Brian Michael Underwood.
Braden Matthew Lloyd.
Julia Grace Krauth.
Adam J. Sommer.
Meredith Rebecca Stentman.
Michael Richard Wells.
Keith Michael Palowski.
Sarah Naomi Liederbach.
Natalia Guadalupe Medina Mendoza.
Natalie Marie Aguare.
Linda Ama Ofaraya Achem Ampong.
Carmen Eiley Chow.
Grace Marcus.
Margaret Fern Edwards.
Eden Kathleen Andrews.
Kylan Brielle McCann.
Madison Ray Lynn.
Ava Marie Schweringen.
Kimaya Jewel Byers.
Lindsay Marie Newton.
Adriana Alexis Gibbs.
Sydney Irene Longstreth.
Sloan Isabella Post.
Samuel Hogan.
Matthew Dantlin.
Samuel Joseph Erber.
Jacob Christopher Dye.
Jonathan Curtis Coolidge.
Garrett Cole Hattery.
Andrew John Haber.
Luke Hunter Sabo.
Evan R. Constant.
Nicole R. Kimberlin.
Portia Renee Livingston.
Naya Madeline Ingerson.
Robert Kenneth Reeb.
Nathan Emmanuel Hoffman.
Frank Matthew Zarobski.
Carson Robert Miller.
Alexander Thomas Gaines.
Dylan Christopher Basso.
Jacob Spencer Daniel Stark.
Riley Brooke Sullivan.
Abigail Catherine Urick.
Cameron Dino Carter.
Nathan David Herschel.
Carter Ann Kalick.
James Duran.
Caden Allen Betts.
Benjamin Martin Stuck. Gianni Aiden Fitch.
Christopher Bascari.
Cameron Sloan.
Darren Nicholas Cole Jocham.
Evan William Schneider. Margot Corrine Schwartz.
Mila Gail Nealand.
Bandit Spencer Palmer.
Paige K. Tracy.
Aiden Morrissey Cooney.
Ethan Alexander Godlewski.
Taylor Renee Yoho.
Gabriel Elizabeth Bradley.
Jessica Nicole Kibler.
Katie Nicole Wilkins.
Helen Catherine Lewis.
Trent Eberts.
Allison Walraven.
Tava Bayerga.
Jarrett Douglas Moore.
Grant Richard Sherman. Leah Ann Nagy.
Claire Elizabeth Lors.
Timothy Allen Hammond.
Ryan Joseph Koenig.
Aiden Henry Harris.
Fletcher Douglas Holquist.
Megan Lee Marshallek.
Allison Caldwell.
Leanna Fantazzi.
Ellie Stedman.
Nathan Thomas Oler.
Nicholas George Coward.
Peyton Anthony Botich.
Ethan Richard Tomborski.
Trent Tyler Johnson.
James Joseph Saber.
Nicholas Ventura.
Alan Quinn Bailey.
Paul William Foster II.
Evan Christian Reimer. Sydney Page Carpenter.
Macy Marlene Gross.
Dylan Nathan Seageth.
Landon Richard Yishka.
Cole James Muscari.
Logan James Moore.
Tiffany Nicole Bullion.
Martina Annette Willis.
Kaylee Francis Nicole Cassidy.
Paulo Golemi.
Mateo Dunkel.
Kyle Moog.
Austin Scudder.
Gavin Don Urartry.
Julian Archer.
Brendan David Giedling.
Johan J. Mendez Lobato.
Bernie Nicole Boone.
Alvina Garcia Zamaran.
Rajwinder Kaur.
Elizabeth Jerice Porter.
Anna Noel Hogrief.
Leah Angela McCarris.
Ryan Alexis Palmer.
Kendall Marie Lilly.
Maria Kathleen Knox.
Ross Matthew Otto.
Dylan Scott Lutz.
James R. Kenny.
Grace Caroline Bettina.
Catherine Diane Sleek.
Mercedes Jane Karshner.
Hannah Luisa Pronte.
Elizabeth K. Zimmer.
Rose Maria Nelly.
Braden Keith McConnell.
Ethan Garrett Burrows.
Nathan Jade Swindle.
Jason Johnson.
Peter Jacob Newman.
Brady Michael Richard Lale.
Jasmine Magdalene Diagara.
Josie Kendall Clark.
Megan Burton.
Carson Bazul.
Martha May Newman.
Lauren Allie Johnson.
Olivia Lorraine Augustine.
Isabel C. Baca.
Kate Marie Hermiller.
Nathan A. Rickert.
Tyler Kane McKellen.
Emily Jean Ogletree.
Amber Lynette Hernandez.
Rachel Marie Zagoric.
Anna Jean Williams.
Daphne Rayanne Clary.
Jared Matthew Espinosa.
Nadia Yvette Smith.
Lauren Elizabeth Walsh.
Carlos Franco Jr.
Amy S. Reed.
Jacoby Martin.
Roland Elijah Harris III.
Kai Ariel. Ella Nicole Collison.
Carson Drew Downey.
Emma Catherine Ellis.
Lauren Elizabeth Fitzgerald.
Delaney K. Masich.
Zoe Marie Cox.
Madeline Mary Cashel.
Minta Bari.
Alexandra McEwen.
Vivian Grace Way.
Hannah L. Black.
Jack Allen Murphy.
Robin Deacon Clement.
Caitlin Danielle Maccabee.
Sarah Isabel Bernicke.
Logan Tyler Rice.
Tyler Campbell.
Abby Rose Vaca.
Tabitha L. Doobie.
Jennifer Irene Mendiola.
Luke Richard Peterson.
Daniel Duvalier Schmitz.
Hayden Michael Johnson.
Jackson Tyler Neff.
Elliot Oxter.
Olivia Lynn Diaz-Salanders.
Christian Thomas English.
Julia Christine Habib.
Macy Rose Lee.
Jared Scott Reese.
Daniel Everett Chrisman.
Cullen Drake Reuter.
Eric Daniel Isner.
Graham Kanair.
Pearl Voki Otatibi.
Jake William Etheridge.
Ano Seth Davis.
Christopher Wright.
Josh Johnson.
Emmanuel Evan Douglas.
Antonio Clifton Gray Jr.
Ethan J. Miller.
Liam Odell Reuter.
Riley Cantia.
Ethan P. Baer.
Charles Lee Wow III.
Brianna Rose Hubbs.
Ashley May Hubbs.
Elia Amelie Greery.
Rachel Hope Weisberg.
Kyra Lynn Von Neumann.
Kylie Nicole Hagg.
Colin Gregory Hilliard.
Alex K. Cannon.
Jit Sudhir.
Cameron James Thagard.
Kevin Alejandro Diaz Ordonez.
Rowdy William Murphy.
Brennan McTighe.
Isaac Philip Staton.
Alexander Francis Scott Leatherwood.
Sarah Elizabeth Cunningham.
Kimberly Grace Allen.
Autumn Ray Powell.
Caden Emmanuel Smith.
Kyler Allen Caldwell.
Matthew Brian Stackler.
Nick Anthony Capuzzi.
Evan Sodders.
Alexander Paul Brown.
James Robert Painter.
Jenna Lewis.
Kendall Page Leffler.
Claire Elizabeth Rector.
Elijah Lowell Edwards.
Audrey Jane Reisner.
Ashley Marie Berthold.
Colin Edwin McCleary.
Jaden Dwayne Morgan.
Ellie Peyton Clark.
Zachary David Gallimore.
Caden Lee Good.
Sean Kenneth Clay.
Brett Alexander Ho.
Tatiana Marie Leipert.
Madison Suzanne Snyder.
Marissa Maureen Schultz.
Megan Nicole Stump.
Mariah Pauline Wentz.
Zane Jackson Smith.
Emily Grace Baker.
Ashlyn Michelle Gherkin.
Matthew Jeffrey Qualls.
Madeline Grace McCarty.
Andrew Connor Moll.
Dietrich Vince Copenhaver.
Alex Michael Lorenz. Natalie Elizabeth Akers.
Bethany Grace Snelligs.
Thomas Michael Burkhart. Manar Mubarak Al-Gailani.
Malak Case Al Galani.
Haley Nicole Sipler.
Allison Elizabeth Gauthier.
Maya Elizabeth Watch.
Emily Marie Grand.
Caitlin Janelle Dirksen.
Audrey Vashanti Ray Yadi. Isabella Yohara Geronimo Lemis.
Eva Elizabeth Perry.
Aurora Nicole Mullis.
Hannah Garland Ray. Olivia May Torinani.
Caroline Marie Delps.
Zachary Peyton Danner.
Colby W. Berry.
Christian Blake Roberts.
Carver A. Myers.
Brock Ryan Zimmerly.
Britton Elizabeth McCoy.
Kenzie Marie Zumbro.
Jordan Richmond Greer. Liam Houston Harris.
Robert Charles Gaylord Jr.
Salvatore Augusto Peran.
Garrett Douglas Thompson. Zane Lehman.
Madeline Pamela Kelly.
Kaylee Tassin.
Skylar Anna Messier.
Morgan Renee Severati.
Emma Jane Barnaby.
Anna Catherine Roadback.
Elizabeth Patricia Shaw.
Cassidy Joy Hall.
Taylor Nicole Horman.
Callie Lauren Teeters.
Grace Elizabeth Humble.
Annika Rude.
Kristen Taylor DeWitt.
Alec Douglas Blake.
Nathaniel William McClelland.
Storm Peyton Stanley. Manis Christopher Tonnery.
Christopher Tyler DeLeon Meady.
Sean Joseph Sarkissian.
Jack Henry Holowski.
Nicholas Timothy Mazurowski.
Ava Ruth Stabler.
Amanda Kate Miller.
Caitlin Elizabeth Mann.
Isabel Olivia Coulter.
Amanda Pauline Bullard.
Lucy Elizabeth Blasek.
Shayla Faith Torpy.
Lena Grace Weston.
Nathan Thomas Eichner.
Evan Shane Webb.
Cameron Miles Lewis.
Brian Carter Von Mosen.
Lucia Marie Herbert.
Julia Elizabeth Lee. Amelia Grace Stansberry.
Jonna Nicole Eppel.
Gabrielle Olivia Ditto.
Taylor Elizabeth Grossenbaugh. Jacob J. Caputo.
Zachary Brian Conover.
Liberty Abigail Johnston.
Caitlin Elizabeth Eamon.
Jillian Lee Jones.
Taylor Lynn Smith.
Lauren Jean Marie Lyons.
Allison Charlefew Smith.
Finnegan Bedillion Mitchell.
Nicholas R. Adkins.
Caroline Page Hamilton.
Jenna Lee Barrick.
Jaden Noel Kennedy.
Haley Marie Workman.
Jacob Clark Engel. Alexander Yuckner Spohn.
Anthony Edward Even.
Matson Stillman Lurch. Evan Anthony Bistel. Antonio Clintron.
Cody Ryan Oliver.
Jacob Emerson Campagna.
James Francis McCrone.
Madeline Christine Reichson.
Paige Catherine Schiestel.
Noah Joseph Schultz.
Hunter Douglas Price.
Cole Jalen Clay.
Adam Michael Schaefer.
Kylie Rachel Shavadia.
Olivia Rose Marchetta.
Sydney Michelle Donahoe.
Alexis Lee Meyer.
Isabella Delaney Ritzy.
Abby Ruth Vanasek.
Julia Marie Osler. Ruby Tuesday Britt.
Thomas James Green.
Kevin Andrew Eisman.
Joseph Leon Miller.
Joseph Farino.
John Thaddeus Goddard.
Maximus Peace Mindari.
Mason Alexander Gill.
Amy Lynn Mancinelli.
Abigail Ann Urbashecki.
Caitlin Haley Frazier.
Chloe Grace Adkins.
Jack Andrew Connolly. Rosa Samuel Jeffers.
Jordan Christopher Walker.
Noah Dumont.
James Matthew Kelly.
Jarek James Herstein.
Zachary Scout Hess.
Sarah Elizabeth Shockey. Fawn Ebony Winthrop Amber.
So graduates, it's my honor to welcome you into the family of Ohio University alumni. And now Garrett.
Graduates, you may move your tassel from right to left.
Congratulations, graduates. Now cue confetti.
Okay. I know we're all excited. I'm your favorite guy. I'm the one that ends the ceremony. No. By the way, the handshakes of this crew have probably been the firmest of my 6 years so far. I mean, you guys are driven. Congratulations once again to all of our graduates. I'm so proud to officially welcome each and every one of you into our world-renowned family of alumni. Let's give one last round of applause to our graduates, their families, friends, loved ones, faculty, and those that have supported the journey. And also, I'd like to take a quick moment, because none of this would happen without everybody that's helped out on staff here. Have done an amazing job all weekend. This is our third one of these. And I just want to give a hand to everybody that's helped us out. So thank you. I'd also like to take a quick moment to recognize our name readers. Chris Riddle and Wendy Merv Brown took a lot of time to memorize all those names. But their voices helped bring this ceremony to life. Their care and attention to each and every name reflect the importance of this moment and for every graduate and their loved ones. So thank you. Okay, now listen up. The marshals will now guide the platform party from the arena. Graduates, you must remain seated until you are led out by the marshals. And you'll see very soon there's a very good reason for that. Audience, please remain seated until the conclusion of the recessional. And it is my pleasure to now adjourn the Ohio University undergraduate commencement ceremony of 2025. We'll see all of you at homecoming. Go Bobcats!